Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Larex Jr. and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a comprehensive analysis of Kenyan politics, to be particular who will win the Nairobi gubernatorial seat. It is one of the race that is at higher peak because we've got two major candidates that are vying for that seat. That is Paul Igathe, Azimio aspirant, and there is Johnson Sakaja, who have been having an upper hand as current analysis and polls have shown. Now, in this analysis, I'm going to split my points into three major subtopics. So, one, we are going to look why is it that Nairobi is so precious, so Nairobi as a county. So, secondly, I'm going to look at TIFA reflection or TIFA opinion poll. Then thirdly, I'm going to look at the presidents or the three persons, Raila, Uhuru, and Ruto factor in delivering Nairobi gubernatorial seat. So first of all, Nairobi is one of the largest county in Kenya, and we can agree that Nairobi is a province on its own. So major activities of Kenya always take place in Nairobi. And Nairobi also is a city, or it's one of the jurisdiction which controls a major GDP, a higher percentage of GDP of Kenya. So the politics of Nairobi, they are not looked at the county level. We are looking the politics of Nairobi being at a national level. So some people even believe that being a governor of Nairobi is it's more powerful or most prestigious than being a deputy president, which I may not agree, but that is the analogy out there. So controlling Nairobi is like controlling a country. Controlling Nairobi is like controlling a country, and that's why the gubernatorial seat, being in charge of gubernatorial seat of Nairobi, is one of the priorities, one of the greatest contests that will happen in the August election. Secondly, I'm going to look at TIFA reflection or TIFA polls. The most candidates, aspirants who are at the top or the peak race previously, according to TIFA poll, was Tim Wanyonyi, who is an ODM and an Azimio aspirant. Then there was Johnson Sakaja, who was availed earlier and availed that he is going to go for that race. So according to the previous TIFA polls, Tim Wanyonyi had an upper hand in delivering gubernatorial seat with an Azimio ticket. He was an ODM. So he will have Sakaja at early when people goes for election. Tim Wanyonyi and Sakaja were not only the candidates who were going to vie for the governor of Nairobi. And let us look in Kenya Kwanza. There were three potential aspirants who were to go for the race. That is Bishop Wanjiru. Then there is Millicent Omanga. There is Johnson Sakaja. So after availing that Johnson Sakaja was going to race for this post, Millicent Omanga and Bishop Wanjiru wanted to go independent, but a roundtable discussion availed and aligned these candidates accordingly. So Bishop Wanjiru went for senator and Millicent Omanga went for women rep, leaving Johnson Sakaja with the UDA to run as a Kenya Kwanza candidate. Now, in Azimio 1 Kenya, there was Agnes Kagure, there was Anne Kananu, who is the current governor of Nairobi. Then there is Richard Ngatia, there is Dennis Waweru, then there is Paul Igathe. So amongst all these candidates, Anne Kananu already said that he is going to fully support Igathe. Then Richard Ngatia has been given a envoy to be in charge of envoy. Then there is Tim Wanyonyi who is going to run for Westland MP. He is the current MP of Westland and he's going to run again. So this seat was left in the why I did not talk about Tim Wanyonyi over here. The seat for governor as Azimio One Kenya was left for Jubilee as a party. So we were left with the two amongst these candidates for Azimio One Kenya. Paul Igathe stood to be the lucky one to contest with the as an Azimio candidate. So the other candidate stepped down. So let us look at the third point: Uhuru, Raila, and Ruto factor in delivering Nairobi. So and I'm going to look at a reflection per the previous election. So I will start with the election in 2007 between Kibaki and Raila. Raila had an upper hand of delivering more than 50% of the votes cast in Nairobi to his side, to his candidates. When we are having 2003, 2017, I don't want to speak about many things which happened, but I want to assure you that Raila had an upper hand in delivering more than 50% of the votes which were cast. Then now let us look at 2022. The race between Ruto and Raila. Raila still will have an upper hand in delivering most of the votes onto his side, because there are, from 2017 or 2013 there had been a little change which can deter the outcome of election, which will happen in August. So Raila is most probably going to deliver most of the votes to his side. So according to this particular level, you already know who is likely to win. So according to polls, or Tifa poll, which I did not say, it brings Sakaja to be having an upper hand, can beat Igathe Gachagua when elections are held per now. So Tifa polls, and also what I want to tell you is that Tifa, when we are talking about opinion poll, is what can happen when elections are conducted at this particular time. And you know that we are still having more than 3 months to election. So there might be a major changes which might take place to bring about a different outcome of the election. One day in politics is like 1,000 days. So there are major changes which might occur. So most people, even though the opinion poll is opining that Johnson Sakaja is having an upper hand or will win the elections, but most of people who are selecting Johnson Sakaja, they are Azimio people. So when it comes to the August election, these people will not have any option but to vote in the side of Azimio, bringing about Paul Igathe to be the beneficiary over those polls. So Paul Igathe is most likely to be the winner. It will be most likely to be the winner of August election. That one, take it to the bank, and that is my conclusion. I know that you may have a difference, but when you look at the voting pattern, how it will happen, since Raila most of the supporters of Azimio who are now appealing to vote for Sakaja, they are supporters of Raila. They will vote in the side of Azimio. So that is almost 50%. Then we can also agree that most of the supporters of Azimio, who are mainly lawyers, they might vote in favor of Sakaja, but this will be neutralized since Uhuru is also a supporter of Azimio. Those people who will vote in favor of Uhuru will vote for Igathe. So neutralizing over the votes which will be voted from by the lawyer, then those one that will be voted by in favor of Uhuru. So when we add to what Raila and Uhuru will bring about, it means that Paul Igathe is likely to win. Thank you, and I would like to urge you to kindly subscribe. You like my video, you share this video, and also I want to appeal to you that you leave your comment so that it can give me a direction on how to continue developing my YouTube channel. Kindly support your guy. I will highly appreciate your support. May God bless you. Thank you.